Real quick, I want to say that I didn't want to get copyrighted, so I took the crappiest covers on YouTube for the songs that I wanted to put in this video. I'm going to leave the link for each video that I got the cover, so let's get to it. So this album's pretty crazy. Released in 1976, recorded in a basement of a house, and when it was released, it reached platinum, over 1 million sales in 3 months. And this was their debut album. Now apparently Boston kind of had the Beatles syndrome, where they would give demos to record labels, and nobody wanted anything to do with it. They said they didn't like it, right? Probably because they still wanted that shitty ass groove music, you know, because this is the 70s. Disco, which is ass. This album's got quite a few bangers, right? More Than a Feeling, Peace of Mind, Smokin', Foreplay, Long Time. I still don't know why they call it that. Foreplay? Come on, Boston. What were you thinking? You're a bad boy, Boston. Don't be thinking those bad things. This is your debut album now. I got a surprise call from my mom. I asked her if she can tell me why they call it Foreplay/Long Time. That song from Boston, Foreplay-Long Time.
No.
Yeah, you do. It's the one that, it's been such a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Why do they call it that?
I don't know. Dwayne might know. That's his favorite band. What's that?
That was a burp. So apparently nobody knows. But alright, let's get to the 80s. I was talking to my dad the other day about what his favorite 80s album was, and then I told him mine was Purple Rain, and he told me, this is his words, not mine. He said, that's gay. And I said, what are you talking about? He says, it's Purple Rain. And I said, well, what do you like? He didn't tell me the albums, but he said his favorite bands were Def Leppard, Twisted Sister, Motley Crue. And I told him, so you're going to say that I'm gay because I like Purple Rain, but you like the bands that dress like this? Now, I will say that the crop tops are pretty cool. I tried it. I heard it was in style a couple years ago. I had my friend make me one. I just ended up looking like a goober. But let's not get it twisted. This album, when it came out, was #1 on the top 200 Billboard for 24 weeks. Count them, 24. And that's what, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That's 6 months. I always couldn't help but feel bad for Prince because this guy had to have gone through hell. He's 5 foot 2 inches tall. But that just shows that the rumors were probably true that this dude was considered short man, huge balls. I was really upset when he died in, I think it was 2016. Too young. I think he was like 59, 58. But okay, let's get to the 90s. So in the era of grunge, boy bands, each decade's been getting harder to pick a favorite album. But not only do I just absolutely love Green Day, I love that album cover. So even though this wasn't their first album, this was their first album with a major label. And what pisses me off is that their fans call them a sellout for that. And all I gotta say to those fans is go suck an egg. I said it. Don't keep all the Green Day to yourself. Who are you? We all need a little Green Day in our life. Another little fun fact about this album is it only took 3 weeks to make. I guess that helps to give it that grunginess to it. I sincerely feel like there's people out there that the shittier you play guitar, the more they like it. Just listen to this cover band. I don't have the video up, but people are loving it, I think. Yeah. But Green Day was not a corporate sellout. Give me a break with that shit. See, in the real world, we just call that jealousy. All these punk fans of Green Day, they're just jealous. They wanted it all to themselves. No, I want a little taste of that Green Day. But alright, let's get to the 2000s. Now we're talking. This one was not hard to pick, okay? Not only is this my favorite from the 2000s, this is probably my favorite of all time. And here's a little fun fact. This was Linkin Park's debut album in the year 2000. And to this day, it's still the best-selling debut album of the 21st century. This is the kind of album that makes you want to go 120 miles an hour on the highway while pissing out the window. Have I done that? No. Have I thought about it? No comment. I'm gonna say though, when Chester Bennington died in 2017, it's the only time I cried when a celebrity died. I'm not afraid to say it. Linkin Park had such a huge impact on my life, and in a good way, not pissing out the window way. Something else kind of funny while looking some stuff up about this album. In the song One Step Closer, Chester Bennington, when he went really hard with the screaming, he almost ran out of the studio laughing because he said he went way too hard on that screaming. No, he did beautifully. This one I just remember off the top of my head, but I know he's in one of the Saw movies. I wish I could remember which one. But it's one where his back is like glued to a car seat, and he has to like rip himself off, and you hear him screaming, and then once you hear that screaming, you're like, oh man, is that Chester Bennington? And another thing I want to say, because I'll probably never talk about it, is the new singer for Linkin Park, that woman. I think she gets way too much hate. I think she's pretty good. Like, she sounds like a female version of Chester. I think she's pretty good. Way too much hate for her, but alright. Let's get to the 2010s.
And make fun of our exes.
You can call me a basic bitch all you want. You can't tell me that Taylor Swift is not an awesome singer. Her songs are catchy. And of course, in my opinion, this is her best album. She's got other good ones. Am I a Swiftie? No. Do I get annoyed with her being in the news with her boyfriend? What's his name? Anyway, yeah, I get annoyed with that. So this album was criticized a little bit because this is kind of getting away from Taylor Swift's roots of being a country singer. But yeah, she had a couple good bangers of being a country singer, but she was always meant to be a pop singer. See, the thing with this album though is, since I am embarrassed to play it, Linkin Park, I'll blast that. This album, I gotta turn it down just so I could barely hear it in the car, so nobody else can hear it. Very self-conscious about my love for Taylor Swift. She always came off as like a wholesome person. Like, she always seemed like she was very nice. Her songs were pretty, I don't know if you want to say pure, but then she comes out with that song called Wood about Travis Kelce is his name, about his penis. Come on. The problem is, I can't think of any other albums that I really liked in the 2010s. Of course, I liked a bunch of individual songs, but there are multiple from the Red album that I like. I can't say that really for any other album in the 2010s. Something with the 2010s, man. Maybe I'm just getting soft. I'm starting to like a lot of like female singers. Adele. I hate to say it. Lizzo. Like maybe one song I like from her. Taylor Swift. I used to like Lady Gaga a lot. But alright guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up with this. I really hope you liked this video. This one was pretty fun to make. If you liked it, like, subscribe, blah, 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 yada, yada. Alright, see ya.